I'd sucker punch her in the tit.
What?
Some harlot asked this. What's going on with Arya? You know what I saw on Come Dine With Me? Some harlot asked this girl, who clearly can't cook for her steak, to be cooked blue.
That's not cooking. That's yelling fire at it.
That's all.
That's just touching the grill.
Yeah. That's suggesting heat at a steak.
I'd sucker punch her in the tit in the Marks and Sparks shopping ring. God. Not just because you like your... No, it's not... Listen. Just because she likes her meat raw doesn't mean she's shopping at Marks and Spencer's. That means she's a wolf.
Yeah, if she enjoys her meat raw, then she's more than welcome to have it raw. If someone says, how do you want it cooked, and you say something and then you get upset by it, that's really on you rather than them.
Wait, blue. So I guess in all actuality, having a blue steak means the sides are roasted, right? Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
What, seared sides, basically?
Yeah, insides are pink and outsides are brown.
Right, you're a expert.
In what?
How do you have your steaks cooked? Guys, how do you have your steaks?
Rare.
I'd rather go medium rare, I believe. But I'm not a big fan of steaks, to be honest.
I'm just going to make the...
I would say
one
you
time
have
I was at a
medium rare.
restaurant.
I would say yours are medium rare.
Only when I cook them myself. Because if rare is not done right, then it's not very good. But like the one time I was at a restaurant and ordered a steak and I asked for it rare, the waiter was like, "Are you sure what rare means?"
Rude.
Yeah. And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, go on.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, I always have my steaks rare.
I mean, it's a fair question. People don't.
I mean, Grotful will probably argue I have my steaks blue.
Yeah.
I'm going to get the joke out of the way. I like to have my steaks high. But also, I think I've always gone medium for mine. Sometimes medium rare. My dad's always questioned me on it. I'm like, I don't know, just enjoy it, I guess. I don't know.
Well,
He once had a go at me for
problem
ordering
is-
my steak well done as well.
You need to have a warm plate as well,
Yeah.
especially if you're having it rare, because that's the biggest problem with my steak, is that we serve it and I haven't warmed the plates properly, or at all. And the steak ends up going cold before you're finished with it. And then that's not nice, having a rare cold steak.
it's rare.
Yeah, I can't imagine that's the most fun in the world.
And if I'm struggling to get a crust on it, I would rather have the steak more done than have a shit crust. Which is usually why I end up cooking mine more at home.
Okay. I can't remember the last time I had steak.
We haven't had proper steak for a while, have we?
A few weeks. Depends what you mean by proper.
Like, sirloin, flat steak, not in something.
God. Damn it. Yeah, I mean, you know, the whole like me not eating red meat thing excluded. I can't remember the last time I actually just sat down and had a steak. I think I'm kind of
Steak is
over
good.
steak.
Yeah, same.
When was the last time you had steak, Modo?
I'm not huge on steak. Maybe 2 years ago now.
2 years ago.
See, I really like steak as a stir fry.
Yeah, I really have it as like anything but its own thing. Maybe I should try more of that kind of thing.
Like if you say, "Have you had steak?" I'm thinking of action in the steakhouse.
If you
A
have it
slab of
in
meat.
something, you don't have to shell out for expensive steak. You can get like a good chunk of rump, which is cheaper,
I love rump steak.
or frying steak.
Rump steak's
Yeah,
nice.
just cut it
Though.
into strips, marinate it.
Ooh, diamonds.
A good chunk of rump.
Good chunk of rump.
The rich get richer.
Rump is a flavourful steak.
It is. I honestly, the amount of times I've been to a pub or something and gone for the rump rather than sirloin or something, I actually quite enjoy rump. Although I love a T-bone. Thinking about it, I can't remember the last time I had a T-bone steak.
I don't know if I've ever had one.
No, I don't think I've ever had one.
I've never had a proper, like, you know, one of the expensive cuts of steak.
It's summer.
Filet, haven't we?
It's summer.
Yeah, which...
Oh, sorry. It was something I wanted to do this year for my birthday, which is really fucking annoying because I finally found like a really good steak place. You guys might have one like in your area or whatever. It's called Miller and Carter.
No, I don't think we have that one. We
okay.
have Middleton's here.
Yeah, so this is one I found in Telford. I haven't found them anywhere else so far. So I was like, this is like obviously, you know, start of the year. I was like, you know what? I'm going to come here and have like a good fillet or something, like a proper filet mignon or something. And yeah, it all kind of fell apart with COVID and no longer living in Telford. I might do it for my 30th. That might be my new aim.
There's actually one in Germany as well.
Miller and Carter?
Yes.
I know they're a chain. I know that much.
There's one not actually that far from me.
Ooh, we could go together. By go together, I mean you go to yours, I'll go to mine, and we'll Zoom.
We'll have a Zoom call.
I don't even have a Zoom, but we'll do it.
Fuck. It's Frankfurt, but it's in travel distance.
I mean, technically speaking, anything's in travel distance.
Yeah, but like in reasonable travel distance.
It's just how far do you want to travel? So have you got any like proper nice steak places near you guys?
Here in Peterborough.
Yeah, they're in Peterborough, tier 3 COVID zone.
I believe we're tier 2.
Are you tier 2?
Yeah, we're tier 2.
Oh, I'm tier 3.
Yeah, there's a small village that my friend is from, and they are tier 3, and they're only like 10 minutes down the road.
Nice.
So apparently the closest Miller and what the fuck is this called? Miller Carter. From you is in Kettering.
Oh, okay.
It's a little bit away. Not too
Yeah.
It's like, it says 23 miles about.
bad. Yeah.
Well,
Minute.
when lockdown's over, which is, you know, the 31st of December 2020, I'll come drive to you guys and we'll go grab a steak.
Jeez, their steaks are expensive though. Jesus.
We've got Middleton Steakhouse here that does some nice steaks. Also I've heard, I've not actually been there yet, but a friend used to work there. I think there might be another place as well, actually.
How far's Shiv from you guys? We'll pick him up too.
Shiv is a considerable distance.
Okay, so I'll pick him up on the way.
Well, I chuckled because he's not on the way. He is further down south and very further east to us.
Okay, so I'll pick you guys up on the way. We'll go get Shiv, then we'll come back to your place for Middleton's. Is it Kate Middleton? Does she own it?
I don't think so. No,
No.
I don't think she's connected.
Something. Nice rum.
So I'm gonna go in my house and I'm gonna look up steak restaurants.
Nice. Depends on the steak. Rare for fillet, medium rare for rump sirloin. Gibbo's also saying medium. Oh yeah, for those who
Middleton's XOXO. We've got those two. So what do they do?
XOXO, isn't that Kiss and Grill?
It's Middleton Steakhouse and Grill or XOXO Grill and Steakhouse. So whichever way you flip. There's a Love and Steak. Interesting.
Sure.
And then a load of pubs.
We got
Oh,
what I was
look at
going to
these.
say to chat now. My brain's gone.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. It's me being dumb.
So, Liam, you like your steaks medium, but what about mediums that can read your future?
I don't believe in that bullshit.
So Middleton's will do sirloin, ribeye, fillet, T-bone, ribeye on the bone, fillet beef Wellington, filet mignon. And there's your selection.
Steaks.
Those are all steaks, Murdo.
Yep.
Yep, the steaks.
Murdo,
That's a dumb-
would you
that was a
like
joke.
to
That was
go
a
through
joke.
all the cuts of steak?
Do I?
Go on.
Do I really want to? I don't know.
You like reading
Oh.
Wikipedia bullshit?
XO don't do very well, very many. So it would be Middleton's.
COVID's over soon, so...
Yeah, it's ending on the 1st of November. December. So
1st of January, Murdo, come on now.
Thank you.
Jesus. How many
Need
diamonds
a
am I finding?
An
Why are you
18-ounce T-bone is £30.
That's a lot.
36-ounce ribeye on the bone is £50.
I know.
Oh, what's a Chateaubriand?
I know Dean's done a £20 sirloin before. It's fucking huge. It's half the plate. I'm not even kidding. It was literally half of the plate.
Do they have any sides with that, or do they just
Yeah,
give
there
you
was fries and shit.
Yo.
And he cleared the plate. Fair play to him.
The sauces you can have are Diane, blue cheese, béarnaise, is it? Peppercorn,
Béarnaise,
and garlic
béarnaise,
butter,
yeah.
which is the only one true sauce. Unless you've got Grand Marnier sauce.
Yes,
but
so-
not many restaurants do that.
The place I went to for the Carter Miller, that was the first place I've ever been to that does like butter on steak, and my god, it's a fucking game changer.
So what is yours called? Carter and Miller
Yeah,
steak.
absolute game changer.
Well, I was gonna say, it
Yo.
might be that we just have to go to yours instead.
I mean,
If they've got better steaks and better sauces.
Telford's a travel, but we can do it.
Yo, they do mac and cheese. As
The steak experience. Your steak, your way.
Okay, we need to pause because there's been a great username in chat. Yeetus the Fetus 1990. Thank you very much for the follow. Very much appreciated. Please raise your do-do-do-dos in chat for Yeetus the Fetus. Your boy says, "Ayo, béarnaise or blue cheese butter on steak is."
I love how your boy has been talking about steak so much, but also said that he's only shopping at Poundland for groceries. It's an interesting combination.
What's wrong with Poundland steaks, Meadow?
I'm sure you can get Poundland steaks in a tin.
I will find out,
Ew.
and I will report back.
We could go find somewhere where it's got Wagyu steak,
Yo, I'd
Kobe-
love
Kobe-
to try that.
Kobe steak.
I mean, we
tin
had
or-
spoken about going to that break room in London and then a specific steak place.
Yes, we
We
did.
didn't we? Yes.
Yeah, we've already planned all this.
Yep.
Yo,
Okay, well that's the plan then. So we're not going to any of the steak houses we mentioned. We're going to go to the break room in London. We're going to smash up a load of shit, and then we're going to go find somewhere that does Kobe steak or Wagyu steak.
it's the same stuff, isn't it? It's just like where it's raised or how it's raised, something like that.
Yeah. So I think Kobe is the one that can only be called Kobe if it's from the Kobe region in Japan.
Yeah, like champagne.
Wagyu is prepared in exactly the same way, has the exact same lifestyle down to the massaging, but can be from anywhere in the world. Because I'm pretty sure there's a Wagyu farm in Scotland.
Yeah, you mentioned that one. We should go there. Let's go to there.
No, they just sell it. You can't like go and touch the cows because
We-
that would interrupt the whole process of making Wagyu.
I feel like we could go steal a cow. I'd just like you're not brave enough.
No, that would stress them out, and then they'd be all firm, and it wouldn't be as. It would then lose its Wagyu-ness,
I love it.
its Wagyu-authenticity.
So is it like if you chew it and you get like a hard spot, you'd be like, oh, the cow was really stressed here. Jesus, I can feel.
I mean,
Well, yeah,
People
the idea is
claim
that
they can
they
do that.
like talk to these cows and like massage these cows to distribute the fat through the muscle of the cow, so that when they're prepared, it's like a marbled steak. So it's not got like a rind of fat like you normally see on steak
Yeah.
that you get from your typical stressed city cow.
stress city cow.
These ones have been tenderly massaged to ensure a ribbony fat. These are chilled cows, the likes of Bob Marley could never imagine.
I do like a chilled cow. Another place in London with Wagyu steak and burgers, Ichiba in Westfield White City. Is that what we talked about?
Probably one of them. I've got Englewa.London.
Okay. I left 15
They
minutes
do
ago.
a Christmas special Wagyu course for £135 per person.
Yo!
We've all got that to drop on a steak.
I don't want to brag, but my nan did give me that much money earlier.
Oh, dear God.
I'm gonna go now.
like bang on 130.
No, 150.
Oh.
Because I've got an
Yo.
MOT to pay for.
You got some spare.
Oh, did you have the?
No, that's
No.
Thursday. I know. Every time, I'm not even kidding. Every time that car has gone into the garage in the last 3 years, it's cost me at least £150.
No.
So it's very much like prep money at this stage. I'm not looking forward to it.
The cow has its GCSE the next day. Sure, why not?
It's not a smart cow, it's a chill cow.
Yeah, I mean,
How smart can the
lovely.
cow be? It's become a steak.
don't smart shame the cows. Come on now.
I'll smart shame when I want. It's my kink. Hi there, buddy.
Yep.
I'm stressed.
Yes, I'm not a cow.
I am not a salmon or a cow.
I'm not sexy like a cow.
Very true, you're not. If I was like forced to go on a date with either you or a cow, I'd definitely choose the cow.
Wow.
Listen, do you want me to lie to you or do you want me to be honest?
Why not both?
I can't. No, that's literally impossible.
No, you can find a way.
They're the antithesis of each other.
That's not. I don't think that's the word.
Yeah, it is. You can tell because I said it with such confidence and definitely didn't stutter.
Yeah, it must be right if you say it confidently.
Hey, well, he did sound like he knew what he was saying. Yeah, I'm 18. Says the
I'm
boy
gonna
who's
go.
been ID'd at least 3 times in the last goddamn 2 weeks. Fucking sick
What
of it.
for?
Monster, mostly. Once was
What?
cider, the other 2 times were fucking monster.
I was about to say, what do you mean mostly? What else?
Yeah, I brought cider as well. I haven't actually touched much of that. I think I've had 1 bottle of it so far.
Do you need to be 18 when you drink cider?
Yes.
It's alcohol, yeah.
Unless it's non-alcoholic cider,
In which case, you'll still get
which is
ID'd.
called apple juice.
Yeah. You'll still get ID'd though, because people are dickheads.
Wow.
They're just doing their job, I know. Stop slowing me down, I got alcohol to drink.
I haven't had basic paprika flavored crisps in a while, and man, it's the little thing sometimes.
Like your penis?
No, that's huge, dude.
No, not according to the average.
It's 4K massive, mate.
Oh, huge meat. Oh, yeah. We don't talk about the time I got ID'd for Monster and Morrison's by that smug cow with a face like a punch quiche. Yeah, but you're 12, so of course you can get ID'd.
Yeah, you're not allowed to say that personally, I'm afraid.
Yeah. It's a compliment for you. At this stage, I'm just insulted. I got a fucking beard. It's like the perfect
Yeah, but
ID.
that's how the kids get you. They grow beards.
No kids get me.
Oh fuck.
Nobody gets me, Bingle.
I'm not down with the kids.
We have fun here.
I'm having a recipe on YouTube, and I recommend it. For like Japanese pancakes, and man, they look.
Yo!
Oh, they're
called
the really thick ones, aren't they?
Yeah, they're filled with like a chocolate cream, I think. Dorayaki, they're called. Oh, it looks so good.
They
Hold
do
up,
sound very
we've
nice.
got a
They
new
normally fill them with like red bean paste though, and because I haven't tried that, I'm always like, nah, that
Yeah,
can't
maybe-
be nice.
We've got a
Maybe it's
new
red
contender. M got ID'd for truffles.
Truffles?
Truffles.
What? Why is that an age-controlled item?
Well, she just shopping Waitrose. They're probably like really posh there, and they're like, "Ooh, sorry, you have to be an adult to enjoy our truffles."
Truffles.
I got ID'd for a can of squirty cream. They were Aldi. Oh god, even worse. You got ID'd for a lighter. That would make sense. You could be an arsonist. And of course, you stopped being an arsonist once you're 18.
Order magic truffles legally online. That's not what I wanted.
What?
It is, Meadow. It's
That's
based on your
not
browser
better.
history.
Shut up. That's not what I wanted.
Well, it's Google thinks you want.
Yeah, I tend to
Google
agree
is
with
never
Google.
wrong.
Yeah.
Google
would-
knows where you live.
Why would
and what
Google
you do
lie?
And when you sleep.
I don't like truffles.
Google doesn't know that, but Amazon certainly does.
They make me
Oh no,
feel
Google knows that about you.
Google, no.
They make
Yeah,
me
actually,
feel
no, you're right.
funny.
Google does, and Samsung thinking about it.
Yep. I'll say Google knows when you use your phone, when you don't use your phone.
Do they know when I've been sleeping? Do they know when I'm awake?
Go for fatness sake.
But on the plus side, if you ever go missing, Google will probably know where you are.
Thank fuck. Shout out to Google. Guys, we didn't do it enough. Shout out to Google. Guys,
True
come on.
story. Once I found out that like Google tracked your location at all times, I was like, wow, this is creepy. I'm turning this off. And then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, if I'm ever kidnapped, this might actually be really handy.
Yeah.
But not that I'm going to be kidnapped these days.
I'll be
Oh,
honest. Listen, I'm not saying Google isn't going to use my data for nefarious purposes, same with Amazon. But they recommend shit to me often enough or help me out enough with their services often enough that I'm really not that bothered.
Google's pretty upfront with what it does with your data, to be fair.
Yeah. Just don't really...
And it is mainly used to give you things that are more relevant to your interests or needs.
Yeah, I mean, every time my dad's like, oh, why have you got that on? It's tracking you. Why you got another Alexa? It's tracking you. I'm like, I don't really care. to be honest. I don't know if I'm just like very naive, but I just whatever. If they want to do shit on my data, then they can have it. I don't want it.
Trap me, Daddy Jeff.
If somebody wants to be me and steal my ID, they can fucking have it, because I don't want to be me. I'll trade them.
I have a common jester info.
Y'all want
Can
my
you get
address? I'll tell you my address. Just tell me you're going to send me something nice and I'll give it you.
That's not even wrong.
It's true. Listen, Gibbo knows. First year of I knew him. He sent me, asked for my address because he was going to send me something. Could have been drugs. I have no idea, but luckily it wasn't.
Yeah. I mean, would have been a good, like, back investment if it was drugs, you know?
He wanted to get rid of some evidence. You know, it's just tell me he's sending me something nice.
You can still sell it.
What, drugs?
No.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, I'm not going to. I just fence it to a guy, but... Right, you sell this for me, right? And I'll buy more. And then we'll sell that and make profit.
Yeah.
Track me, I go to work and play video games. Yeah, the guy watching me at Google's gonna be like, why is this dude not moved from this one fucking seat for 24 hours? Wait, he's getting up to pee! He's getting up to pee! Oh no, he sat back down. It's too late, he missed it. He missed his opportunity.
I actually, there's an interesting YouTube channel in Germany where they just ask questions to certain groups of people, or like always one person, but like different stereotype basically. So they had like lesbians, they had gamers, furries, and they had one guy that was a drug courier or like a drug smuggler, I guess.
Mule.
Sure.
That's what they call him, right?
Yeah, I guess he was more a drug dealer.
Sometimes.
He was more dealer in the end. But basically, he told a story. He's like an old man at this stage, but like he started apparently back in the 70s, and he basically what they did was right there, like he had like his lads, and I'd be like, "Hey, do you want to help us with this job?" Or like apparently it was right before he started uni or something. It was like, yeah, sure, whatever. So they didn't have a license, none of them had a driver's license, none of them had a car. So he had to basically organize all that shit. And they just took a car, drove from Munich to Morocco, loaded it with 23 like kilos of cannabis, and he got his 10 grand of German money back in the day in the 70s. And yeah, that was that. So I don't know, I thought that was kind of interesting on how simple that sometimes just works.
I mean, I imagine it was a lot more simpler back then as well. These days,
Yeah.
it's a bit harder.
Yeah. Apparently he also said that like if it's like a plane delivery, then it's much easier because you just pay off the people.
Fair enough.
And like the ports. Like, yeah, fine, whatever. Also, he said like, you don't want to have too much money on you. But you want to have enough money on you in bar that you can pay off a policeman in when in doubt.
Wow. Okay.
It's kind of
Yeah,
funny.
that makes sense. I was gonna
Yeah.
say, if you've got too much money on you, you'll be pulled aside.
Yeah. But like just the right, like not that much that like you're getting like that is like suspicious, but enough that you can just pay off a police officer. Be like, yeah, like drive past.
Yeah, it's just look the other way for a second.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting how that kind of stuff worked.
It is one of those things that I find fascinating, and one of my weirdly favourite movies that I don't think many people would expect if they've seen it is Rise of the Foot Soldier. Because that's literally all about, like, mostly football hooliganism and how easy it was to, like, fucking buy and sell drugs and deal all that shit. And it was, like, 70s, 80s based. Fucking, it's just fascinating to me, and I don't know why. I love seeing that shit.
I think it's pretty interesting.
Like, you know, you've heard me talk about it. I fucking can't stand drugs myself. I'd never touch them, but the dealing of them and stuff like that, and how people had to get around doing that is, like, absolutely fascinating to me.
Yeah. But it's a lot of times, it's a lot of people like him and his friends as well. They said like, well, it's not really that big of a crime because everybody should have the right to get high if they want to. It's like it shouldn't be a crime, so they didn't really feel much remorse of doing it.
I mean, I don't know if we want to go down that route of conversation.
No, we don't. But that's what basically his explanation, basically. But like, he still went to prison for a total of 20 years, I believe.
One of the drivers for the logistics company I work for got busted trying to smuggle 6 mils worth of heroin into the country.
Jesus.
That's just greedy. Do fucking 2
That
mil.
is just greedy. Yeah, like stick less than $1 million, you'll be fine.
Yeah, like I say. 6 mil's a lot.
I remember that I believe a truck for a different country, a company I worked with, or something. I don't know if it was just in the news or if it actually was a truck from that company. But they got stuck in customs in the Netherlands because they had like a shit ton of cannabis on board, apparently.
Christ.
Yeah, on their way to Britain, they got stuck at customs because they had like a shit ton. There was also like a few trucks. Do you guys remember those news? I'm wearing off the path, but do you guys remember those news where they stopped like trucks in, I think, on the British border, and there were like just corpses inside? It was kind of weird, wasn't it?
That was a while ago, wasn't it?
It's been a few years, like 1 or 2, 3 years maybe.
I vaguely remember something about it, but
Not been that long.
there's corpses.
Yeah, I think like just either illegal immigrants or just corpses. I think there may be.
I've got to imagine it was the first one first.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, 31 people died, did they not?
Yeah, I think so.
No, wasn't that this year?
Yeah, it was a year or 2 ago now.
Yeah, I think it was maybe towards the end of last year, possibly.
Guys, Sonic came out this year.
Yeah, dude, time flies. But yeah, just smuggling like drugs on a truck is pretty common as far as I know.
One of my favorite things, I know it's fiction, but the way they got the Mexicans busted going across the border in Breaking Bad was one of my favorite things I've ever seen in a TV show.
What was it?
I remember right, what happened was, one of the, I'm not going to remember names, one of the guys, in fact, was it Breaking Bad or was it Better Call Saul?
Doesn't matter.
Either way, there was shoes thrown up on top of some power lines. I think they had like a little bag of cocaine or meth or whatever they were selling. And then, for whatever reason, the people in the lorry stopped under it. I think it's supposed to be a marker, isn't it? I'm not sure 100%. And then he just fired off a couple of shots pretending he was hunting. Like, staying out of sight, but pretending he was hunting. Until the people that were, like, driving the van got a bit comfortable. And then they just, like, started chilling, sorting out whatever they're sorting. Then he shot the shoe, which contained the bag of cocaine, or whatever it was, that landed on the step of the back of the lorry. So when they were going through customs, the dog picked it up immediately and they got busted for it. I'll have to try and find the scene, but it was really good.
Yeah, I know exactly what scene you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's Mike that does the shooting.
Yes, Mike,
he
thank
sets
you.
it all up. And he's working on behalf of the rival drug gang to
Yes.
interrupt the other guy's supply.
Oh.
It's really clever, I quite like it.
Oh, everything Mike does is just absolutely incredible.
Oh, absolutely, Mike's awesome. Yeah, that one scene really sticks in my head. Because again, it's it's all about drugs and transportation and fucking import and shit of them. So it's, again, I know it's fiction, but it's still quite interesting to see.
Yeah.
Is it called a funnel? What's the funnel called that's not a funnel?
What?
What?
Pass.
Landline.
Thank you.
What now?
Hopper.
Hopper? Oh!
Yeah.
Are you talking game stuff?
Yeah.
Wait, we're talking about the game?
What are we doing?
I couldn't smuggle out. When I get nervous, I don't just shake a bit, I fucking vibrate. Well, you could smuggle pneumatic drills then. They'd never know.
A lot of drug couriers are actually like old people because you don't expect it from them.
Can we talk about old people taking paper rounds from young teenagers?
What?
I don't know why, whenever I see an old person on a paper round, I get a little bit annoyed. I feel like they're for 13-year-olds.
Yeah, but do you not think it's because the teenagers are maybe not doing it? Or
Maybe they-
had, like, higher instances of ditching newspapers elsewhere?
Maybe, but like, why wouldn't old people do that?
Lots of paper around.
Because they want the opportunity to talk to people.
Oh god, yeah, those kind of people.
Oh, delivering papers, Scott. Newspapers.
I've never seen an old paper round. You mean an old person doing a paper round? I have. Loads of
I
times.
think that's a thing nowadays because at least in Germany it's been more of a thing because old people can't really like live off their retirements anymore, so they need to earn some extra money.
I feel like £13 a week won't make a much difference for an old person, though.
I mean, it make every bit of money helps.
You're right, you can get Aldi shop for £13.
Yeah,
Yeah,
every little
I don't
definitely
know.
helps.
For me, it's just like it's always been like a thing for teenagers and stuff like that. You know, it's a kid's
Yeah.
first job, and then all
Yeah.
people are just taking it away from them.
I mean, like I said, I don't know if that's that big of an issue in Britain, but in Germany, like, people have been calling alarm, basically, that that retirement won't be really good enough for most people anymore.
Oh,
Like,
me, Bingle and Grot are fucked because we don't even get like a proper national pension anymore.
Oh no.
So we're screwed.
That's how little it is. I mean, I don't know how much paper browns pay. I fucking know.
Well, okay, I'm going based on like 2005-ish when I used to have paper round. My last one was 2008, and I did 20 papers a day, and it was £13 for the paper round. My old one, before that, used to be 60 papers, and it was only £12. So I was really making money.